I wore a ring I hadn't earned, a careful match the old streets praised. Beside me lays and quiet smiled a script of vows already erased. And every rule in me stood up and started shaking on the floor. Duty on my left hand, desire on my tongue, two hymns in one throat, neither one done. I fell in love where I shouldn't go, in a city that only whispers no. A stolen kiss, been gone like breath, a small pale blossom pressed in crime. I sent the flowers I couldn't be, and watched my courage fail in time. And every rule in me stood up and started shaking on the floor. Duty on my left hand, desire on my tongue, two hymns in one throat, neither one done. I fell in love where I shouldn't go, in a city that only whispers no. You're the only one that I know. I could go up, but I stay below. Duty on my left hand, desire on my tongue, two hymns in one throat, neither one done. I fell in love where I shouldn't go, in a city that only whispers no. The chandelier goes dark at last. The song remains, but never lived. I saw you reaching for a distant glowing spark across the water, reaching into the heavy dark. I thought the endless parties would erase the pain, but we were only dancing in the freezing rain. You built a magnificent palace made of golden glass, trying to recreate a beautiful, completely shattered past. I watched you from the corner of the crowded dizzying room, waiting for the tragedy, waiting for the quiet doom. You loved a woman who was hollow, cruel and totally vain, a careless spirit driving you completely insane. The grand betrayal happened when the summer turned to fall. She let you take the blame and simply walked away from it all. I wanted to warn you, I wanted to pull you away, but you were deeply blinded by the beautiful light of day. The golden illusions crashed into the bitter dust, a devastating consequence of placing your blind trust. They left you lying alone within the empty, massive hall, and nobody came to the terrified, tragic funeral call. I'm falling away from the dizzying wealthy, hide into the quiet, forgiving and beautiful night. Oh, the tragedy, chasing after a broken dream, rowing desperately against a very heavy stream. You threw your entire soul into a completely empty fire, a devastating victim of your own obsessive desire. The grand betrayal tore your beautiful spirit apart and left a fatal wound inside my own observing heart. But out here in the quiet of the devastating end, I'm falling for the memory of my tragic, hopeful friend. The careless people vanish in the bitter autumn chill, and I am left to wander in the deeply quiet still. I clean the empty glasses and I sweep the dusty floor. I'm finally closing up the heavy, tragic iron door. The music faded out, the dizzying laughter died away, and there is nothing left for any of us here to say. I see the distant spark across the freezing empty bay, a beautiful reminder of a terrifying tragedy. The wealth and the power, just a beautiful dark disguise, hiding the terrible sorrow and the devastating lies. I'm leaving the city, I'm walking away from the shame, refusing to play in this terrifying, dangerous game. The ashes settle deeply on the valley of the dead. I'm taking back the terrifying tears that I have shed. You gave your final breath to a completely empty ghost, a devastating end to the illusion you loved most. I'm walking far away to find a beautiful, quiet peace, a terrifying, sudden and emotional release. Oh, the tragedy of chasing after a broken dream, rowing desperately against a very heavy stream. You threw your entire soul into a completely empty fire, a A crimson flower dropping on the dusty floor. A terrible passion walking through the heavy door. You pulled me from the barracks with a single fiery glance and led me down into a terrifying, fatal dance. I was an honorable soldier with a very quiet life, until you cut my spirit with a devastating knife. You showed me all the freedom of the dangerous wild hills, a beautifully terrifying series of intoxicating thrills. I threw my reputation and my uniform away to follow you completely through the terrifying fray, but your affection was a fiercely independent, restless wind, a beautiful illusion that had deeply, truly sinned. The grand betrayal happened when the famous spider came. You threw me to the shadows and forgot my given name. You traded my devotion for the roaring of the crowd and left me standing completely broken, crying out aloud. The jealousy is burning like a fever in my brain, a terrifying, absolute and suffocating pain. I warned you that I could never let you walk away, a devastating promise at the end of the bitter day. I'm falling from the dizzying, terrifying heights into the absolute and unforgiving endless nights. The tragedy of a wild, untamable desire, burning. Under chandeliers and gilded light, soft strings breathe, the room holds its pride. A stage of smoke, a borrowed night, and fate sits close in velvet white. A runaway from foreign silk, with scandal written on their face. I fell in love where I shouldn't go, in the city that only whispers no. We were a love journey kept undercover, betrayal of vows, and still true lovers. You said let women be as free, and something in me broke and grew. The world lay sunlit at our feet, while I kept choosing what I knew. A runaway from foreign silk, with scandal written on their face. I fell in love where I shouldn't go, in a city that only whispers no. We were a love journey kept undercover, betrayal of vows, and still true lovers, 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 We love by letting go, my only proof, a lifelong fire with no roof. gilded light. Soft strings breathe, the room holds its pride. A stage of smoke, a borrowed night, and fate sits close in velvet white. A runaway from foreign silk, with scandal written on their face. I fell in love where I shouldn't go, in a city that only whispers no. We were a love journey, kept undercover, betrayal of vows and still true lovers. You said let women be as free, and something in me broke and grew. The world lay sunlit at our feet, while I could choose in what I knew. A runaway from foreign silk, with scandal written on their face. I fell in love where I shouldn't go, in a city that only whispers no. We were a love journey, kept undercover, betrayal of vows and still true lovers. We love by letting go, my only proof. A lifelong fire with no roof. Duty on my left hand, desire in my chest. I fell in love where I shouldn't go, in a city that only whispers no. We were a love journey, kept undercover, betrayal of vows and still true lovers. Keep the memory pure, and I walk alone. I wore a ring I hadn't earned, a careful match the old streets praised. Beside me lace and quiet smiled, a script of vows already erased. And every rule in me stood up and started shaking on the floor. Duty on my left hand, desire on my tongue, two hymns in one throat. Duty on my left hand, desire on my tongue. Two hymns in one throat, neither one done. I fell in love where I shouldn't go, in the city that only whispers no. A crimson flower dropping on the dusty floor. A terrible passion walking through the heavy door. You pulled me from the barracks with a single fiery glance, and led me down into a terrifying, fatal dance. I was an honorable soldier with a very quiet life, until you cut my spirit with a devastating knife. You showed me all the freedom of the dangerous wild hills, a beautifully terrifying series of intoxicating thrills. I threw my reputation and my uniform away to follow you completely through the terrifying fray, but your affection was a fiercely independent, restless wind, a beautiful illusion that had deeply, truly sinned. The grand betrayal happened when the famous spider came. You threw me to the shadows and forgot my given name. You traded my devotion for the roaring of the crowd and left me standing completely broken, crying out aloud. The jealousy is burning like a fever in my brain, a terrifying, absolute and suffocating pain. I warned you that I could never let you walk away, a devastating promise at the end of the bitter day. I'm falling from the dizzying, terrifying heights into the absolute and unforgiving endless night.